as if this Shentro man or this Shentro men, their monstrous role in all this calamity is not enough already. My lovelies, bad family members back home are also one of the consequences of this trade. Oh yes. So you see, after paying madam, and after this, some of these girls, they fall into the hands of Shentro men. Most women also fell into the hands of family members who were plain evil. Oh yes, plain evil. From families who became fraudulent and misused and mismanaged their sister and daughter's money, to husbands who sent their wives to do this work and then started using their wives' money to enjoy with other women, or even marry a second wife and started a new family by the side. Or do you want to talk about mothers who decided to spend their children's money on men back home by following younger men, and some even became chairladies, matrons, madam, in social clubs, meeting, parties, community meetings, enjoying themselves with their children's money, where their children sacrificing themselves back here in the diaspora. They misuse it. Or you want to talk of brothers who will say they build houses and sending evil pictures that's not the real one. They are sending it to their brothers and sisters just to take their money. Or you want to talk about parents who tied their children down so they cannot get married or have children, because if they do, money will not be coming again. And some women couldn't marry or get pregnant because if they do, money will not come again. My people, the catastrophe of this trade not be here. Not be here. A lot happened. Even some families became ungrateful for the sacrifices their daughters made for them. Some of the families, people their daughters sacrificed for, they even insult them and call them names, call them Ashewo at any opportunity they have. So you can imagine the deception, the gross disappointment these women continue to endure and internalize. The same people you sacrifice your life for are the first to call you names and insult you. This whole thing also caused division. Like I said before, it caused competition amongst Edo women, resulting in hatred for each other. Oh yes. Remember how they lived and worked while they were paying. It was all rooted in jealousy. If you work more than others, you were said to be using other people's star to make money. So they had no trust for anybody or for each other. There was a lot of suspicion. Suspicion was high. And that is the same behavior some of them brought to the social media platform, where you cannot do better than me, or have more views or followers than me, or that idea or of I need to bring you down. By all means, I need to tell people everything that I know about you, all your secrets. I need to report your page so they will block you and bring your page down, because that is where you are eating from. I need to stop it. I need to destroy you publicly. Everything I know about you, I will tell the whole world, to silence you, to put you to shame, to destroy you. Not until I destroy you, I will not rest. So my people, all this maliciousness and evil behavior came from this trade. Remember, people can only give you what they know. Certain behavior was normalized through this ordeal and trade. So what you call misbehavior is another person's real behavior and way of life, because that is what they know. You can only give what you have and what you know. So my lovelies, everything is not only bad news, okay? No. In all this, there is also a positive side, if I may say. Okay? So you see, with women empowering women, a high percentage of houses or properties you see in Edo State today is owned by women. And the men, they helped to travel. Oh yes. Majority of the people who traveled out of BC for a better life was supported and brought to the diaspora by women. Women support and women money. Either they came through their wife, through their sister, their girlfriend, cousin, auntie, but women supported their families. They supported their friends and their communities. Okay? So now, parents who couldn't feed themselves or their children and who were on house are now able to call themselves landlords. And they are now feeding well and living with dignity. Okay? A lot of businesses were opened. Parents' houses restored. Even family and ancestral houses that, was debilitated, destroyed, are now renovated and livable. In short, my darlings, women change the dynamics of the entire city. All those places that were remote villages back in the day are now looking like a city, and even more developed now, because women stood up to the ultimate sacrifice. Oh yes. Despite all this, it is deeply painful as a woman to watch and hear men who are meant to protect, to support, and stand for women now speak in ways that degrade, belittle, and dehumanize them. It hurts. Oh yes. Especially when these same women have made sacrifices and contributions to the growth of that land, to the growth of that state and its people. Regardless of how their journey began, they did something. So to see these men reduce them to mockery or speak of them with disrespect, it's not only disappointing, it is deeply troubling. Oh yes, it breaks my heart to see that. So, but let me be clear, I am not justifying human trafficking. No, I am not. I am not supporting the systems, no, or the processes, or the painful paths many were forced into. No, that's not what I'm doing. And I'm not saying that sex work or sponsorship or human trafficking was the only way to survive or to succeed as a woman. No, not at all. What I have been saying, or what I am trying to say, is this: the choices many of these women were forced, the choices many of these women faced were limited. Okay? The trauma they carry is real. And in many cases, it is lifelong. Okay, people? So instead of continuing to shame them, to judge them, and reopen wounds, we must begin to approach this with understanding. Okay? We are all human beings. And while we may not agree with certain decisions, we must also recognize that those decisions were often made under pressure, under desperation, and survivor. Oh yes. At the same time, we must also acknowledge something important. Many of these women have contributed meaningfully to the development of their communities and families. Oh yes, whether you like it or not, they did. So their stories are not one-dimensional. It is time we stop defining people solely by their past. Oh yes, we cannot continue to define people only by their past. Let's look at what they are doing now. Let's look at what they've made out of their lives. Let's look at the changes or what they have become now, not reopening wounds and judging them with what you know them before. No. And to the men, or to men, it is time to stop using the past as a weapon to insult these women or to judge them. Respect must be restored. Oh yes. And to women, let us also be mindful of the narratives we amplify. Not everything needs to be exposed, especially when it reopens collective wounds. If everyone is blaming everyone, and everyone is a victim of another victim, then it is time to pause. It is time for accountability. It is time for reflection. And yes, it is time for healing. Yes, fellows, it is time. Because healing is the only way forward for us as a people and as a community. Okay? So fellows, thank you all for watching to the end. And kindly watch out for the next video, which I have titled New Era, Moving Beyond Shame into Healing. In my next video, we will begin to explore real solutions on how to support survivors, how to rebuild dignity, and how to walk the path of healing together. Okay, my lovelies? So until I see you all again, take good care of yourself. Be kind to yourself and be kind to others. Stay strong and stay free. Thank you.